John, can you do me a favor? Can you go pull this?
You want to do like that?
Wait for the game to start. Because that part is just me. So they can review it. Come here, statistician. I want you to do me a favor and enter all the starters. I'm going to have her enter starters. For the visitors, just put their name and what year, just put their name. But for Harvest, I want their position, their name, their grade. See how fast you can type. Yeah, I wanted that. Because that way they can watch the practice. Yeah. We almost done? Okay. Don't do a period. You don't need to do a period. And you also don't need to. Yeah. All right, you guys keep working. You're gonna hear me talking with Mark and John. We're gonna do a couple of things real quick. Mark's gonna steal your thing real quick, okay? Because I'm gonna talk to Mark. Check. 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 Hold on 1 second. I'm going to introduce us real quick and then I'll bring you in.
Oh, we're doing this now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Harvest Christian Academy's coverage of IHSA girls volleyball. We are getting ready for the varsity matchup. Joining me now, though, is the executive director of Harvest Christian Academy, Mark Abaticola. Mark, thanks for giving me a little bit of time.
It's good to be here. Good to be here,
So,
Joe.
Mark, I love this is my first time actually in the full setup of the Mitchell Swaback Athletic Center. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we've been really blessed with a great facility. God's been really good to us, and we're just trying to maximize it and be a good steward of what we've been given.
Now, can you give me a brief history of the building at all?
Yeah, sure. So it's named after Mitchell Swaback, and Mitch was a young man who grew up in our church. His parents, Bob and Gay Swaback, longtime Harvest people back in the earlier days. And Mitch was really involved in our church as a high school student. He was a mentor for young kids. He was really involved in our student ministry, had a real heart for kids who had lesser resources than him, and he was really involved in the neighborhood, in the outreach programs. And unfortunately, Mitch, as a young man at the age of 23, was tragically, he drowned in a lake in a swimming accident, and we lost him. And of course, it was a huge hit to our family here at Harvest. His parents started a foundation in his honor, and now that foundation has done so many amazing things. And one of the things they were able to help us with was the construction and the outfitting of this gym. So even the beautiful facility that we're standing in, the beautiful gym, and then behind us, there's a huge workout center that folks from our school, our staff, and people that go to church here have the ability to use. And it's all been through the Mitchell Swaback Foundation, which is why we then named the facility the Mitchell Swaback Athletic Center.
And that's a true testament to just the impact you guys are having as a church and as a school. Because I've been a member of the church since '04, so I was here when they built the Harvest Christian Academy and the Worship Center out here in Elgin, and it's just been a miracle to watch God work at it.
It really has been, and it's so great to see the things that are going on, because they're things that only God could have done. So none of us can get in the way and say that we did it. From this facility to the staff that we have to our enrollment, it just every year it just surpasses your expectations. And it's just so clear that the Lord's doing it. It's all in His hands, and we're just blessed to be part of it and sort of going along for the ride.
Now, Mark, you have a reputation, if I may say, as having an extremely loud student section here. Well, and I see what's the banner over here saying? For those at home who can't see it, what's the student section called?
Well, our bleachers are divided basically into 5 sections, and the easternmost section we call the Lion's Den. Of course, that's our mascot. We are the Harvest Lions, and our section over to the far east is our Lion's Den. Typically, that's where all the students will congregate. They'll be in there. This is our first game. It's our first varsity game. We do have a couple of soccer games going on tonight as well, so we're stretched a little thin, but that's where our students fill in down there in the Lion's Den.
So, and can you tell me what's going on over here at the corner of the court?
No, I really can't, honestly. That's I prefer to call that our school spirit. That was one of the things that, a school culture changes on a lot of little things. And one of the things that changed last year was we really picked up some school spirit, and it was allowing the kids to sort of be high school kids. We have some pretty high standards for our kids. We have high expectations. We want to be modest. We want to be honorable. But at the end of the day, they're high school kids. So you got to let them do some high school kid things. And one of those things was, hey, we want to take off our shirts and paint our chest. And yeah, let's do that. That's what you would do at a big-time college. That's what you would do at a big-time high school. As long as we can do that and we don't have to be dishonorable about it, let's have fun. Let's be high school kids, and let's get behind our team in any way we can.
Well, I'm looking forward to this is my first varsity game, and I'm so looking forward to it after hearing about it all last season. So I'm excited to be here, and thanks for giving me some time this afternoon.
My pleasure. It's great to be here. Thanks for doing what you're doing. We love having you on the team.
And we'll be right back in just a few with opening ceremonies here at the Harvest Christian Academy in Elgin, Illinois. up the starters. So as soon as I start talking about it, you need to bring it up, okay? Got that? You're doing a great job.
We don't know her. We don't know her.
Your what?
Her coach's name. I got it. I can do it.
Okay. Put head coach.
Wait, where?
Like next to Kim's name. Like if she's in the she's the one with the stats like that help her open one. So if she feeds you something like that, you know, just look at me and then I'll know you're gonna try to say something and I'll try to throw it over.
Here, I have to call my dad real fast.
Better hurry up.
I don't even know their numbers.
That's fine.
I can look them up and then I can put them on there.
You can do it quick. All right, man, get ready. Hey, during this one, if you got like a, you get. Don't be afraid to hand that.
I should be able to sleep at 4. Just have to zoom out a little bit.
It's okay, let's give you some rhythm.
From that going.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
you got them? Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna go live here in a second.
How's that look?
That's fine. Zoom in on Dave though when they start doing the introductions.
Start up.
And marks a new beginning for our school as it is our first conference contest as members of the Northeast Athletic Conference.
That's it.
We are very honored for the opportunity to be in this contest, in this conference. And with that being said, I'd like to take a moment to give all of you players, coaches, parents, and fans a warm welcome as guests on this special night here with us. We look forward to being with you alongside of you in your NEAC. Tomorrow is a new beginning for CA. I'd like to take a moment to give 3 banner unveilings tonight. And the first banner has to do with the Northeastern Athletic Conference. I'm a little nervous about this. This could be really bad or it could be really good. You guys.
If some of you cannot read what that is saying, it is saying that we are now in the NAC conference with Alden-Hebron, Christian Liberty, Christian Life, Harvest Christian, IMSA, Lutheran North, Keith Country Day, Moose Heart, and Westminster.
Turn your attention to our girls' 2012 was a memorable year here for HCA and for our athletic program. I saw the school come to life. Students, parents, teachers, coaches, and the church body really came together with energy and enthusiasm and took our HCA to a new level and led us on an amazing path that I believe we're still on. A very big part of that, the catalyst that started this enthusiasm, was without question our girls' volleyball team last fall. In our program's first year of IHSA competition, they posted a record of 25-12-1. In David and Goliath fashion, they defeated the likes of Schaumburg High School, Morton High School, Romeoville High School, all 4A schools that had student enrollments of at least 3,000, if not 4,000 students. They won our regional championship on an October night here in this gym that will not soon be forgotten. They continued that memorable postseason run with the sectional championship, advancing to the Elite Eight, and in doing so, went into the record books by becoming the team to advance the farthest of any team in their first year of competition in the Alden-Hebron High School Association. I know it's not about the message, it's about the message, but I believe we will use these girls to light fire in our school and our church. And I know it's a season and time that I will never forget. I'm sure you can join me in that as well. To commemorate last season and the accomplishments of these girls and their team, I would like to finish our banner unfolding ceremony, hopefully well. First, the regional championship banner. Now the sectional Elite Eight banner. Call me greedy if you look lonely up there, girls. Let's get going. I'd like to pray if you would all stand with me as we pray for this evening. Dear Lord, I just thank you for this day. I thank you for everything that you've done here in this school, in this church, Lord. It's been an amazing year, and really it's you doing it, Lord. I just pray that we would continue to glorify you, that your glory would come down on this school and program. Lord, that we would be, as you say in Matthew, a city on a hill. Lord, I pray that we would not be hidden, Lord, and that we would glorify you in everything that you do here. I just pray tonight for Alden-Hebron. I pray for their athletes, for their fans. I thank you for bringing them here tonight safely. Lord, I pray that you get them home safely as well. I pray for all of the players tonight, all the coaches, all the fans. I pray that we glorify you with our speech, with our sportsmanship, with our effort on the floor, Lord. I pray all these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. This time, for another verse for Harvest Christian Academy, our own, actually, would you stand and face the west end of the gym, the flag at the west end of the gym, as our own Kaya Marie Abrahamson sings the national anthem.
Can you see the times was so friendly with him, and this twilight lasting, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the clear sky
Welcome into Harvest Christian Academy Varsity Girls Volleyball, coming to you live from the Mitchell Swaback Athletic Center in beautiful and sunny Elgin, Illinois. Joe Pitt alongside you for the call, and with me is my PIC partner in crime, for those of you who don't know. It's John Mickle. John, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing good, and John, we just saw the opening ceremonies. The girls team from last year going all the way to regionals and winning 25-12. That's remarkable.
Oh my gosh, those girls last year were phenomenal. They also went and beat sectionals against Westminster Christian Academy and went on to face Mooseheart in super sectionals, and it was fantastic.
Now, John, we got the visiting Alden-Hebron Giants. We saw the JV squad just a few minutes ago take it in three sets after dropping the first one. So I want to take some time and welcome our Alden-Hebron Giant friends. The starting six for the Alden-Hebron Giants is Jaslyn Alvarez, Brianna Olson, Brooklyn Hilton, Jordan Pearson, Sparkle Lagerhausen, and Marissa Knoll. They'll be wearing their sleeveless jerseys, green, white side panels, white lettering, and numbers. And for your Harvest Christian Lions, starting at setter, the senior 5'7", number 2, Jordan Sollers. The senior setter at 5'7", number 5, Caitlin Floyd. Your outside hitter, the freshman at an impressive 5'9", Ellie Burzloff. Outside hitter, junior at 5'8", Chloe Corbett. Number 13, she's a senior outside hitter at 5'9", Erica Manusos. And rounding out your starting six at 5'11", number 16, Sarah Cox. Now, John, you were here last year. The majority of this team is intact, but there is one missing piece. One athlete who's out tonight with an injury. Who is it?
Sydney Doby. She is the striking force on our Harvest team. I mean, not to say the other girls aren't great, but Sydney Dobin really has a very hard hit and is a speeding bullet when it comes to Lions.
And at 6'2", she towers over everyone else on the floor.
Absolutely. She just has that height advantage. She's always been very fantacular at blocking, and she's always been a very good asset to the team.
And of course, the Lady Lions are led by Coach Kim Floyd in her second year as coach. Is that correct, John?
Yes, that is correct.
So she led them all the way to regionals last year, and she's back for another season. Do you think, this is the home opener, you guys are 1-0. Do you think you can beat the record from last year?
I think we're going to kick some butt. That's all I know.
All right, as the girls take the floor left to right as your radio dial runs, you'll see Alden-Hebron on your left, and the Lady Lions in their long sleeve navy blue jerseys. My apologies. Long sleeve blue jerseys. Number 19, Jade Martinez, is actually going to be playing libero. She'll be wearing the white. And number 19?
Number 19.
Oh, well then I have a wrong lineup.
Yes.
Thanks, John. Just kidding.
Actually, I think it's actually just those two that are mixed up.
So Manusos is number 19.
And she is libero.
And she is libero. I got that right at least. As the girls take the floor. The crowd pumped up. It is a small but loud student section, something that I've been looking forward to since I first heard about the Lions Den.
Oh gosh, our student body for our varsity game has ever increased. In the beginning of last year, not a whole lot of people came. And then when we heard about undefeatedness and our total striking force as a team, taking out in one game in 2 sets, people just had to start coming. And for super sectionals down in Indiana, we were just out there as an entire school watching our team play.
Now, I know, I heard that you guys have beaten schools like Schaumburg Christian.
Schaumburg High School.
Schaumburg High School, sorry, Schaumburg High School. I saw them last year.
They're good.
They are not a bad team. So if you guys to come in and take one from them, that's nothing short of impressive.
Absolutely not. I mean, especially when we were for our regional finals, we played our rival Westminster. Third set, we finished 1 point up.
As we get set, Sparkle Lagerhosen Lagerhausen. I can't read my own writing. Sparkle Lagerhausen back to serve for Alden-Hebron. She's going to get us underway once we have the okay from the ref. There it is. She stand serves over to get the home opener underway. Returning into the Lady Lions. Going up tall already is Erica Manusos. And she goes over cross court to the far back near corner where number 11, Jordan Pearson, unable to handle it. 1-0 Lady Lions. Back to serve now, Caitlin Floyd. She stand serves over. Returning it is the Giants. Here comes Sparkle, sending it over to number 6, Hilton. Keeping it alive was Caitlin Floyd, and she plays it out of bounds behind her. Point, Alden-Hebron, 1-1 your score. We have some repeats. I didn't know, I didn't know that, is this correct then? Carol Kaufman might be back in this game? Is that what my line is?
Carol Kaufman is back in this game. If you look now, you can see her on the bench in between Ashton Floyd and Jared Martinez.
Back to serve, number 22, Marissa Knoll for the Giants. Returning it was Solers, sending it back over and down emphatically.
Bam!
Back row, nothing to do as that ball was traveling like a laser beam.
That was a bullet straight to the floor.
2-1 Lady Lions. And back to serve now is Solers for the Lions, returning is the Giants. Here comes number 6, Brooklyn Hilton, sends it out of bounds. Oh no, inbounds. That was close to the back line. 2-2 Giants.
Honestly, I didn't really think all that much that was in play. I could have sworn that was out, but I guess the refs know better.
But that's why they're officials and we're not. Joining play in action, here come the Lady Lions. Going up tall is number 2, Solers. She sends it over to number 13, Sparkle Lagerhausen, who plays it out of bounds to the Lions bench. Point Lions, 3-2 your score. Back to serve is going to be number 13, Erica Manusos for the Lady Lions of Harvest Christian Academy. She gets a field, gets the okay from the ref. She will stand, slap serving it over. Returning it is the libero, number 10, who's not marked on my score sheet, but she returns it to the net. Point Lions, 4-2 your score.
You can't play the net. In this game, looks like there's a whole lot of tension here, Joe. As Erica Manusos comes back up to serve. Looks like she's going to get it one straight down to number 6. And she takes the point.
Point Lions, 5-2 your score. Sorry, I had to hit the cough button there. I had to get a little bit of a throat thing going on. Erica Manusos back to serve. She gets a feel for it. She stands, slap serves over. Returning it is the Giants. Here comes number 13, Sparkle. I'm just going to call her Sparkle for the rest of the match. Sending it over to Hilton. Sends it to the Lady Lions. Getting it over the net was Ellie Burzloff for the Lady Lions. Setting over number 16, Sarah Cott. Sends it to the floor. Right in that donut hole in the middle where nobody was home. 6-2 Lady Lions.
You know, it's actually kind of cool. I have a friend named Johnny Sparkle.
Back to serve, number 13, Erica Manusos again, 5'9". Misplaying it is the libero, number 10 for the Giants. It goes out behind her. Point Lions, 7-2 your score. Lady Lions on a bit of a run here.
Seems like this game is going to go very well.
Erica Manusos, 5'9". That's just impressive. Back to she will do her slap serve. Returning it was number 22, Marissa Knoll, who plays it behind her again. Point Lions, 8-2. And the crowd, got to be a little bit of intimidation factor. They look small, but they are all that much louder.
Oh my gosh, those guys are loud, in class and out of class.
Manusos back to serve again. Returning it is the libero for the Giants. Setting it up is Jordan, who sends it over. Returning it for the Lions was Corbett. There we go. Lady Lions in play. Here comes number 11, Corbett, sending it over to the Giants. Returning it is going to be Sparkle. Sending it over is number 6, Brooklyn Hilton. Returning is Solers to Floyd to Corbett. And back over to the Giants. Barron's getting it back over for Alden-Hebron. Here come the Lady Lions. Setting up is Corbett. Over to number 7, Burzloff. The libero, number 10 for Alden-Hebron, keeps it in play. Long volley here. Number 6, Hilton sends it over for the Giants. And it comes back from the Lady Lions onto the net and out of bounds. Unfortunately, point's going to go to Alden-Hebron. 8-3 your score. That was a long volley, John.
Yeah, that was.
Back to serve is number 6, Brooklyn Hilton. She's a junior from Alden-Hebron. Returning it is Solers. Over to Floyd. Number 7, Burzloff sends it back from the Lions. Here come the Giants. Sending it over is going to be number 6, Hilton, who sends it to her own net. Point Lady Lions, 9-3 your score.
Ellie Burzloff is really something remarkable. She just came in from middle school team last year. She's a freshman this year, and she's already on the starting squad for varsity.
Although being 5'9" probably doesn't help. It probably doesn't hurt. Sorry, it doesn't hurt.
Probably doesn't help. Yeah, no height advantages.
Carol Kaufman back to serve. She was our player of the game in the JV match. As returning it over was number 13, Sparkle, who tips it over, walks away, knowing that ball's hitting the floor. 9-4. Lady Lions still in control. Back to serve is Hannah Behrens, the sophomore from Alden-Hebron. Returning it are the Lady Lions. Keeping it in play was number 5, Floyd, who sends it over to the back row to Behrens, who misplays it over to the bench. Point Lions, 10-4 your score. And John, you start to see the skill difference between JV and varsity.
Oh, man, there's a large difference. I mean, they're called junior varsity for a reason. They're just starting to get into the game. And as these varsity plays, it also gives the JV a chance to look at them and see what they did wrong and what they could do better.
Number 16, Sarah Cott, sending it over for the Lions, but Brooklyn Hilton says, you can have it back. Point Lions, though, as it goes out of bounds, 12-4. Set 1 here at the Mitchell Swaback Center, home of the Harvest Christian Academy Lions. Back to service, Chloe Corbett, who serves it out of bounds, near side corner. Point Alden-Hebron, 11-5. And you know what? You just got the ball back and you gave it right back. You don't want to do that early on the set.
Not a chance. No one likes to give balls away.
Jordan Pearson serving for Alden-Hebron. Here come the Lady Lions. Tipping it over was Sarah Cott, who gets it behind her. Trying to keep it alive was Brooklyn Hilton, but she could not. Point Lions, 12-5 your score.
All of you should see this audience. There is a large amount of people here, and man, are they cheering like nothing else. Sarah Cott for the serve.
She will stand serve over. Returning it is Alden-Hebron. Here they come up to the net. Number 13, Sparkle Lagerhausen gets it over, but Caitlin Floyd returns it, sends it back over. Invisible Woman doing no job at all, as no one knew what to do there. 13-5, Lady Lions in control. Back to serve is Sarah Cott, 5'11". She is a senior. She will stand slap serve over. And misplaying it was number 5, Brianna Olson. She couldn't touch it. Ace to Sarah Cott.
That was the first ace of this game.
First ace of the match, and there it is, and at the home opener. Gotta feel good when you get those aces. Back to service, Sarah Cott again. Let's see if she can repeat. She stands slap serves over. Returning it is number 5, Brianna Olson, keeping it alive with the Giants, as Olson sends it over. Here comes the Lady Lions. Going up is going to be number 5, Caitlin Floyd. She gets it over for the Lions, but Alden-Hebron sends it back. Sarah Cott keeping it alive as a double hit called on the Alden-Hebron Giants. 14-5 timeout, Alden-Hebron. John, that's how you start a volleyball game.
Absolutely. These Lady Lions are being absolutely fantastic this round, and I just think they're going to come out on top this set.
You're making a prediction.
I am making a prediction.
John, you're early on in your broadcast career. I'm going to tell you, when you make predictions like that from the broadcast booth, sometimes they don't come true. So for your sake, because I'm going to tell the student section that you jinxed them if they lose. You better hope they win, John.
Thanks, Joe. I always know you're on my side.
Yep. As apparently we have a blue man now in the state. We have 2 of them. 2 blue men have joined the Lions Den. As we return to play, back to serve is going to be Sarah Cott for the Lady Lions. We're waiting for the okay from the ref. There it is. She's poised. She stands, serves over. Returning it was number 5, Brianna Olson, who plays it behind her, but getting there in time was Jordan Pearson. Number 13 for Alden-Hebron. That's not a fire alarm. It's okay. Wow! What an arm on Jordan Solers as she sends it over and back. Alden-Hebron wasn't sure what to do as number 13, Sparkle Lagerhausen plays it into the net. Point Lions, 14-5 the score.
Jordan Solers has
a cannon.
She has a wicked arm. You don't want to be caught under that.
Cott serves for the Lions. Sending it back is going to be Brooklyn Hilton. Keeping it in play is Harvest Christian Academy. Kaufman getting there in time and sends it over and out of bounds the far side to the bench where Alden-Hebron sits. 16-6. Lady Lions still in control. Back to serve now will be number 13, Sparkle Lagerhausen. I say Hosen. It's Hausen.
Hausen,
John.
Hausen.
Lagerhausen. Back to serve is Lagerhausen. She stands, serves over. Returning it is Kaufman. Going up at the net. Blocked by number 22 is Melissa Cole. She gets the point. 16-7, Alden-Hebron. Trailing by 9. I can do math too, John.
I was just hoping so.
I'm multi-talented. Sparkle Lagerhausen continues the serve. Here come the Lady Lions, going to send it over as Solers digging deep to get that one as Alvarez from the Giants and pushing it over number 5, Brianna Olsen, and the Lions weren't sure how to handle it. Point, Alden-Hebron, 16-8 your score. John, do the guy cheerleaders in the front have a group name, or are they just the guy cheerleaders?
Actually, at Harvest, we called them the Avengers Squad. All 4 of them have something on their back that has to do with the Avengers. One of them is Captain America, one of them is Thor, one's Iron Man, and one's Hulk.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes, very actually.
I'll take it. I love the Avengers. Lagerhausen serves. Kaufman returning. She said gets it back over the net. Number 6, Brooklyn Hilton says you can have that right back. Point, Alden-Hebron, 16-10. Your score as a human pyramid is being formed.
With the blue man on the bottom.
Back to serve is going to be Sparkle Lagerhausen. It's just fun to say. Say it, John. Sparkle Lagerhausen. Try to say it 5 times fast.
Sparkle Lagerhausen. Sparkle Lagerhausen. Sparkle Lagerhausen. Sparkle Lagerhausen.
Joining play number 13, Manuso sending it back from the Lions. Here comes the Alden-Hebron Giants. Hilton goes over, down, middle of the floor, but a net violation called against Alden-Hebron. 17-10, Lady Lions in the lead.
I don't think I jinxed him.
Not yet. Just wait. As checking out is Kaufman, and checking in will be Ellie Burzloff, 5'9" outside hitter. Back to serve is number 5, Caitlin Floyd, as the Lady Lions keep it in play. Floyd sends it over to Soller, who gets it over. Returning it is Alden-Hebron. Here comes Hilton from the outside again, trying to aim for that far corner. It worked before, it didn't this time. Here come the Lady Lions, dumping it over. Manuso sends it over to number 5, Brianna Olsen, who sends it back from the Giants. Here comes number 5, Floyd, to Solers, over, down, point, Lions, 18-10, Harvest Christian Academy in the lead.
Erica Manusos has now had 3 kills in this match.
3 kills for Manusos. Back to serve, number 5, Floyd. Returning it was number 11, Pearson, who says, here, crowd, have a volleyball, but they can't play, Pearson. So 19-10, Lady Lions in control.
If they could, they'd be playing you right now.
Back to serve is Harvest Christian Academy. Here come the Giants. Tipping it over was number 13, Lagerhausen. It gets to the floor as everyone rushes forward. Couldn't get there in time, though. 19-11. Lady Lions still in command of this game. Back to serve for Alden-Hebron will be number 22, Marissa Cole. She's a junior. She serves under the net. Can't do that. Point Lions, 20-11 your score. John, you're not getting tired on me, are you?
I believe I am. I even had a Mountain Dew so this wouldn't happen.
Solers back to serve as Hilton returns it for the Giants. Digging deep to get that was Manusos. Going up tall is going to be number 11, Corbett. Sends it to the back row where number 11, Pearson, misplays it behind her. Point Lions, 22-11. Set 1 here at the Mitchell Swaback Center. Back to serve is going to be Jordan Solers again. Let's see that cannon. Oh, the serve is a little bit lighter. Maybe not expected by Alden-Hebron as everyone was back to play it. As Solers dumps it over to the Giants. Returning it is going to be Hilton. Dumping it over, keeping it in play is Corbett to number 7, Ellie Burzloff, who pushes it over to the Giants. Here comes Brianna Olsen, just tipping it over and out of bounds. Tried to hug that line. It wasn't even close. Point Lions 23-11. And that is fast.
Yeah. And about that serve, I don't think she wanted to hit it as hard as she can a spike because it'll go over the out-of-bounds line, giving them a point to the other team.
Unless you can direct it right at the player as the Giants recover a point. 22-12 is your score. 10-point lead, Harvest Christian Academy here in set 1. Back to serve is going to be number 5, Brianna Olsen, the senior from Alden-Hebron. She stands, serves over. Returning is Manusos. Dumping it over is going to be, as we have a net violation called against the Lions. Point Giants, 22-13. Back to serve will be Olsen again. She stands serves over. Returning it, digging deep to get that one was Solers as she dumps it over. As we have net play violation called against the Lions again. 22-14. Lions still in command, but those last two net violations coming from Ellie Burzloff.
I think that last one was Erica Manusos.
Oh, sorry,
actually.
Manusos. Back to serve are the Giants. Returning are the Lions. Here comes number 13, Manusos digging deep to get that one over. Giants return it. Solers to Floyd. Going tall is Corbett to the back row where Olsen can't handle it. Point Lions 23-14.
That is the third kill Chloe Corbett has had this match.
Chloe Corbett. I can't say it.
Chloe Corbett.
That's, man, I got to get used to these names. Back to serve. Erica Manusos. Is that Erica Manusos?
That is Erica Manusos.
Manusos back to serve. She will stand serve over. Just clearing the net, digging deep to get that was Hilton from Alden-Hebron. Barron sending it back. Here come the Lady Lions. Number 11, Corbett sends it over to number 7, Burzloff, who sends it to the net and down. Point Alden-Hebron, 23-15, your score. Caitlin Floyd, as John's whispering in my ear. You can correct me on mic, it's fine. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Okay.
Never. Joining play, here comes Corbett to number 11. Oh no, there's Corbett. She sends it over to number 10, the libero for Alden-Hebron. Number 13, Sparkle Lagerhosen sending it to the back row where Manusos gets it and sends it over to number 2. Solers using that cannon to get to the back. Handling it is Alden-Hebron and tipping it over is number 11, Pearson. As the Lady Lions set up, Solers sends it back for the Harvest Christian Academy. Number 13 with a behind the head return gets it over to the Lions, who send it to the net and down. Point Alden-Hebron 23-16. Man, you just had the feeling that volley was going to go Harvest's way.
I just really hope so.
Back to serve is number 6, Brooklyn Hilton. She stands serves to her own net, which you can't do. Point Lions 24-16. We are at set point for set number 1 here at the Harvest Christian Academy.
The rule book clearly says don't play the net.
Back to serve is going to be Carol Kaufman, who went on a 17-point run in the JV game. She stands serves over. Misplaying it, Sparkle Lagerhausen. Carol Kaufman keeps the magic hand going. Point Lions 25-16. Set 1 is over. The teams will switch sides, and we'll be right back here at Harvest Christian Academy in Elgin, Illinois. That's crazy. Welcome back to the Harvest Christian Academy broadcast of girls volleyball NAC conference matchup between Harvest Christian Academy and Alden-Hebron, where the Lions took set 1 25-16, and there wasn't really a huge standout by any one player. It was a true team effort in that set.
Yeah, really, I was looking at the stats, and each person, almost each person who was a starter, had 3 kills each.
Now, having seen my fair share of girls volleyball before, that's when you've got a team. When you can look at a stat sheet and say it's an even effort by everyone, you're stacked and you're set. The fact that they share the load, you're not relying on one person to make the play and save the day, is huge, especially at the high school level.
Oh, absolutely. These girls, I've seen them grow up as a volleyball team, and they have become not a team, but the team at Harvest Christian Academy.
It seems like as the crowd just is going nuts all over the place. I saw the Avenger Squad, is that correct? The Avenger Squad?
Yes, the Avenger Squad.
The Avenger Squad going back and forth, getting the crowd into it. You probably saw our camera work.
Those of you who don't know what the Avengers are, never mind.
For the first time, we are being filmed live on IHSA TV to the live feeds, and you'll be able to watch the games at any time over the course of the next year on our website.
Dave Lockwood, the athletic director here at Harvest Christian Academy, giving us a quick shout out. And that's right, I got to say thank you to the crew.
Thank you, Joseph Pitt and crew.
Thank you, Dave Lockwood. We've got Lincoln over here. She's our statistician. I know Dave said all the guys, but we got to give a mad shout out to the lady on our squad right now. She's Lincoln. She's keeping us fed with stats. Matt, our camera guy today, and of course the man behind the board making it look pretty is Steven. And how you did? And Steven back there, he's cheering himself on. And the teams have switched sides. Harvest Christian Academy on your left, Alden-Hebron on your right. Set 2 about to get underway. The Lions took set 1, 25-16 in quick fashion. Yeah, that was a fast set.
Oh, absolutely. It took it like a speeding bullet.
Back to serve is going to be Caitlin Floyd once she gets the okay from the officials. There it is. She will stand serve over. Returning it behind her was number 5, Brianna Olson. Ace Lions, 1-0. And it starts the same way, doesn't it, John?
Absolutely.
Back to serve is going to be Floyd again. 5'7" senior. You wonder if she's going to be scouting colleges to play volleyball next year. Maybe you know, John. Do you?
Honestly, her younger sister is in my class. I think she was telling me that, yes, she is looking to maybe even go to Trinity College, where Kelly Kramer, who was once on this team, has gone to play volleyball.
Ellie Burzloff sends it out the back far corner, evening up at 1 apiece between Alden-Hebron and Harvest Christian Academy here at the Mitchell Swaback Center. Set 2 is underway. Is back to serve is number 13, Sparkle Lagerhausen for the Alden-Hebron Giants. Manusos returning for the Lady Lions, as sending it over is Burzloff, returning of the Giants. Hilton sends it over to, Olsen to Hilton, as a lift is called against Brooklyn Hilton. 2-1 Lions, your score. Back to serve now is Jordan Solers. Really hoping I can see that cannon on a serve. But it looks like Alden-Hebron's expecting it as they stack the back row. But number 1, Alvarez, unable to handle it as she plays it behind her, but keeping it alive is number 11, Pearson. The Lady Lions send it over and across. Hilton sends it back from Alden-Hebron. Here come the Lady Lions setting up. Going over is going to be Chloe Corbett. Getting there in time, just barely, was Brianna Olson, keeping it in play for the Giants. As it goes out of bounds off the hands of Brianna Olson, point Lions, 3-1 your score.
No, Joe, what I'm noticing is that when one of the teammates sets up for a set to another player for a spike, 2 of them go up at once, so it's like a fake out for HCA.
And that's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to get your opponent to wonder who's going to fire first. As Harvest takes another point from the Giants, 4-1 your score. As Solers with a jump serve that time and an ace as it falls off the hands of Jaslyn Alvarez. 5-1 your score.
That is Jordan's second ace this set.
This set, as she goes up again. She jump serves this time. Ace again!
Third set, wow!
Back-to-back aces for Jordan Solers, the 5'7" senior, finishing out her career here at Harvest. Let's see, can she get the hat trick? She will jump serve. Returning is Alden-Hebron. They get that one, though. Keeping it in play, though, is going to be number 5, Caitlin Floyd for the Lions. Solers sends it just over the net. Getting there barely was Hilton as her teammates rush and couldn't get it. Point Lions, 7-1 your score.
Jeez.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
I don't think John, I've called volleyball for over a year now. I don't think I've ever seen back-to-back aces, especially 2. And remember, Carol Kaufman got 2 in a row in the first game.
That is her 4th ace by Jordan Solers just this set.
8-1 Lions your score. Solers looking unstoppable. She's got the cannon. She's got the mind to play. Let's see what we get here. Going over. Returning are the Giants. Not getting there in time to recover was number 22, Marissa Knoll. Point Lions, 9-1 your score. Look at Lincoln she looks stunned by what's going on the floor. As the Lions serve and misplaying it was Jaslyn Alvarez. She plays it behind her and out of bounds. 10-1. Lions firmly in control of set 2. I might have time for a milkshake later tonight.
Honestly, it just looks like I might be even to finish my homework.
Ace again for Jordan
Oh,
Sahlers.
That is
11-1.
That is her 6th ace.
She is unstoppable.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alden-Hebron calls the timeout, and I don't even know what you say. You're like, don't let her get aces? That's the simplest advice. It sounds silly, but wow, what a run by Jordan Sahlers.
Honestly, I think the one thing they can do is just, honestly, I know it sounds terrible. The only thing they can do is injure Jordan Sahlers. She's just so on it today with that cannon full of lightning packed in. She's just unstoppable.
Stepping up to fill the void by Sydney Dobie. Jordan Sahlers, phenomenal in this match. As she prepares to serve again, Alden-Hebron making full use of the timeout tonight. Excuse me.
Seems like they need it.
Yeah. Maybe just one of those moments like, hey, girls, calm down. We're fine. Just get back on the game plan. But Jordan Sahlers just lob serves it over. This time getting there was Alden-Hebron tipping it over. Number 11, Chloe Corbett. And it falls to the ground. Point Lions, 12-1 your score.
Oh, gosh, that one sounded like it hurt.
Coming out of the timeout, sometimes opposing teams will use a timeout to try and freeze a hot team on a hot streak, but it's not working. Here's the Lions get another point. Another ace off the hands of Jordan Sahlers. 13-1 your score.
7 aces.
If you are a college recruiter who happens upon this game, Jordan Sahlers graduates this year. Get on it. As tipping it over for the Lions is number 13, Erica Manusos, and another point falls to the Lions. 14-1. Harvest is on a roll.
So is Jordan Sahlers. Honestly, so far, she has to be my MVP already from this match.
Jump serves this time, and ace!
Lightning!
Again!
Ace!
She is queen of the court. Loaded up with aces. 15-1. And Alden-Hebron has no answer for Jordan Sahlers. Jump serves again. Alden-Hebron keeping it play. Tipping it back was number 13 for the Lions. Sending it back is going to be Chloe Corbett. Sending it over, down. Digging deep to get that one for Alden-Hebron was Sparko Lagerhausen. As the Giants will send it back, here comes Hilton getting it over. Keeping it in play is going to be the Lions as a lift is called on number 13, Erica Manusos, ending the streak of Sahlers. But you know what? The damage is done almost. 15-1.
I'm telling
wow.
you, this gymnasium is stunned by the work of Jordan Sahlers. She is phenomenal. That cannon of hers is just unstoppable.
Let's see what Marissa Knoll can do if she can match the serving power of Sahlers as she goes from the back row down, mishandled by number 22, Marissa Knoll. Point Lions 16-2.
That is the first kill this set, and of course, it is by the one, the only, Jordan Sahlers.
She's going to, and back to serve now is Erica Manusos. Let's see if she can follow up with what Sahlers left her. She stands serves over, digging deep as Barons, but she plays it over the net and out of bounds. Point Lions, 17-2. The confidence is nowhere to be found for Alden-Hebron, and it is all with the Lady Lions tonight. Back to serve is Erica Manusos again. She will hop, skip, serve over. And inbound ace for Erica Manusos.
Right on the line.
Waiting for the call from the ref as that was a close one, 18-2. Wow. Just wow. I've seen fast sets before, John, but I don't think I've seen them this fast. Back to serve is Erica Manusos again for the Lady Lions. She will hop serve over. Returning that one is Alden-Hebron. Barons gets it, sending it over to Hilton, who sends it back over to the Lions. Here come the Harvest Christian Academy girls. Getting it over, down, and out of bounds, though, was number 11, Chloe Corbett. A little too much English on that one. Couldn't hug the line. Point Alden-Hebron, 18-3 your score. Back to serve is the senior Brianna Olsen. She stands serves over. Returning that one is Manusos. Going up for the Lions. Just couldn't get it over, though, was number 16, Sarah Cott. It rolls off the heel of her hand into the floor. Point Giants, 18-4 your score.
I was a little disappointed in that tap. She barely touched it. I thought I would see more from Sarah.
I think it rolled off her heel as Sahlers with a cannon.
Oh.
Number 22, Marissa Knoll, with some self-preservation, punches the ball. Goes under the net, 19-4. The Lions in control.
Another kill by Jordan Sahlers. That was spectacular.
Carol Kaufman. This team is loaded with great servers. As returning as Alden-Hebron. Behrens sends it over to Hilton, who sends it to the Lady Lions, who handle it cleanly. Number 5 setting up to number 16, Sarah Cott. Net play, but it's kept alive by the Giants, who unfortunately couldn't get it back to the net for Behrens. Point Lions 20-4. And you reach that benchmark, like I mentioned during the JV game. When you get to 20, it starts to feel like it's all but over.
Alden-Hebron calls a timeout. Honestly, I'm wondering what they're trying to say to their girls. I don't think there's a whole lot to say. I think they're just, honestly, in my mind, I just think they're going to have to cope with how well the Lions are playing tonight.
There's some delicious food here. I'm not going to lie. I went down to the concessions counter between games. They got pizza, chicken nuggets, popcorn, and now I'm hungry. So thanks, Harvest Christian Academy.
They also have pretzels with nacho cheese. If you're listening to this and you're at the game, go get some now.
But if you're listening to us on the internet, it's courtesy of Play On Sports. They've hooked us up with the software to be able to bring you this broadcast tonight. We appreciate their assistance. Back to serve is Carol Kaufman. Let's see what she can do here to see if we can wrap out the game. She gets the okay from the official. She will stand serve over. Returning it is the libero, number 10 for Alden-Hebron. Here come the Giants. Becky Hilton blocked at the net by number 16, Sarah Cott. Point Lions 21-4. Picking up where you left off. Just phenomenal play and great coaching by Kim Floyd on this one. Carol Kaufman stand serves over. Behrens returning it for Alden-Hebron. Going to be over to Becky Hilton, who's blocked again at the net, but Behrens keeps it alive. Sending it over was Chloe Corbett. Net play, double hit. We have as the officials confer, we have a quick official timeout here as they try to figure out what happened. Point Lions apparently 22-4. There we go. Point Lions 22-4. Back to service, Carol Kaufman again. Or did they call it dead?
No, I think they called a redo here.
They called it dead. That's all right. Becky Hilton will serve, but she's blocked at the net by the Lady Lions. 22-4. There's the point.
I'm telling you, that double wall by the varsity team is made of bricks.
It's looking strong. As back to serves Carol Kaufman. Returning is the libero, number 10 for Alden-Hebron. Here comes number 13, Jordan Sparkle Lagerhausen, just tipping it over as Manuso sends it back over and down to her counterpart across the net. Point Lions 23-4.
I think Carol Kaufman is going to come out with another streak to finish out the game.
She certainly looks like it, as she is back to serve. Stand serves over. Behrens returning for Alden-Hebron, but she sends it out of bounds to the bench. 24 set. Match point is on the table for the Harvest Christian Academy Lions.
And you thought I jinxed it.
And I thought you did. But you didn't. 20-point lead in set 2. The Lions can close it out right here off of Carol Kaufman. Returning it is Alden-Hebron. Behrens setting up to number 11, Pearson, who sends it out of bounds.
Game is over.
Lions 25-4 is your final. The Lions taking 2 straight sets from the Alden-Hebron Giants. And wow, John, just wow.
I think that entire game spanned over a course of a half an hour. That's nothing in volleyball.
Is impressive volleyball. What a win for the Harvest Christian Academy Lions at their home opener. And John, MVP of the match. Do we even need to discuss it?
It has to be Jordan Solers.
Jordan Solers.
That cannon of an arm did the entire work she needed. The entire team built off of it. They played so well, and the varsity obviously deserved this win.
8 aces. Most of them in one single run for Jordan Solers, and the Alden-Hebron Giants fall here away at the Harvest Christian Academy, where the Lady Lions took 2 straight sets. And wherever you're at watching us, whether you're watching this tomorrow, and don't forget you can download this tomorrow at ihsa.tv/Harvest Christian Academy. We'll be broadcasting every home game. I will try to make as many as I can. John, how about you?
I will make all of them. It is my duty to go to all of them.
The Harvest Christian Academy Lady Lions take 2 straight sets from the Alden-Hebron Giants. For John Mickle, for Lincoln, our statistician, camera guy Matt, and the man behind the board, Steven, I'm Joe Pitt, signing off. Thanks for listening. God bless.